Morning. I guess it's Sunday, and I'm definitely going to review chapter 1 and 2. Hopefully, we'll finish it today. Fingers crossed. But let's review chapter 2 up to what we know. So this is Romans 2, 1 to 28. So it says, you therefore have no excuse. You pass judgment on someone else, for at whatever point you judge the other, you are condemning yourself, because you pass judgment do the same things. Now we know God's judgment against those who do such things is based on truth. So when you, a mere man, pass judgment on them and yet do the same things, do you think you will escape God's judgment, or do you show contempt for the riches of His kindness, tolerance, patience, not realizing that God's kindness leads you to repentance? But because your stubbornness and unrepentant heart, you are storing up wrath against yourself for the day of God's wrath, when God's righteous judgment will be revealed. God will give each person according to what he has done. To those who by persistence in doing good seek glory, honor, and immortality, he will give eternal life. But for those who are self-seeking, and who reject the truth and follow evil, there will be wrath and anger. There will be trouble and distress for every human being who does evil, first for the Jew, then for the Gentile. But glory, honor, and peace for everyone who does good, first for the Jew, then for the Gentile. All who sin apart from the law will also perish apart from the law, and all who sin under law will be judged by law. For it is not those who hear the law who are righteous in God's sight, but those who obey the law who are declared righteous. Indeed, when Gentiles who don't have the law do by nature things required of the law, they are a law for themselves, even though they didn't have the law, since they show that the requirements of the law are written on their hearts, their consciences also bearing witness, their thoughts now accusing, now even defending them. This will take place on the day when God will judge men's secrets through Jesus Christ, as my gospel declares. Now you, if you call yourself a Jew, if you rely on the law and brag about your relationship to God, if you know His will and approve of what is superior, because you are instructed by the law, if you are convinced that you are a guide to the blind, a light for those in the dark, a light for those in the dark, a instructor of the foolish, a teacher of infants. Because you have in the law the embodiment of knowledge and truth, you then who teach others, do you not teach yourself? You who preach against stealing, do you steal? You who say that people should not commit adultery, do you commit adultery? You who abhor idols, do you rob temples? If you brag about the law, but dishonor God's name by breaking the law, No, if you brag about the law, but if you brag about the law and break the law, I think you just honor God's. If you brag about the law, you dishonor God's name by breaking the. If you brag about the law, you dishonor God's name by breaking the law. I have to check that. I think it says, indeed, as it is written, God's name is blasphemed among the Gentiles because of you. What else? Circumcision has value. Circumcision has value if you observe the law, but if you break the law, you have become as though you had not been circumcised. If those who are not circumcised If those who are not circumcised keep the law's requirements, will they not be regarded as though they were circumcised? The one who is not circumcised physically and yet keeps the law, and yet obeys the law, will condemn you, who, even though you have the written code and circumcision, are a lawbreaker. A man is not a Jew if he is only one outwardly, nor is circumcision merely outward and physical. Okay, cool. I think I got it. I have to check that if. I think I got most of it. Let's see here. Oh, nope, it's not if. It's another you who. So this is verse 23 that I messed up on. You who brag about the law, do you dishonor God by breaking the law? Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. There are three you who's. It's you who say, there's four you who's actually. You who preach against stealing, do you steal? You who say that people should not commit adultery, do you commit adultery? You who abhor idols, do you rob temples? You who brag about the law, do you dishonor God in God's name by breaking the law? Okay, yeah. Okay, so today we're going to finish up chapter 2. It's exciting. And then we're going to actually go into chapter 3. So hopefully we can do that. Okay, so chapter 2, verse 29, the last verse of chapter 2. Now a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart, by the Spirit, not by the written code. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Whoa, that's thick. It's heavy. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. No, a man is a Jew. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. And circumcision is circumcision of the heart. Okay, no. A man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit. Okay, not by the word. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by the written code. Okay. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by the written code. Okay, let's try again. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by the written word. Okay, let's go up. All right. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Okay. No, a man is not a Jew. No, a man is not a Jew if he is... No, a man is not a Jew if... No, a man is a Jew if he is inwardly, and circumcision is not... And circumcision is... And circumcision is circumcision of the heart, by the Spirit, not by the written code. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. No, a man is a Jew if he... No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart, by the Spirit, not by the written word. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Okay, I'm going to go up by one. A man is not... Okay. A man is not a Jew if he is one... A man is not a Jew if he is only one outwardly, nor circumcision merely outward and physical. No. A man is a Jew if he... A man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart, by the Spirit, not by the written word. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Okay. That's it. That's chapter 2. I'm going to go up from circumcision. Circumcision has value. First, circumcision has value if you observe the law, but if you break the law, you have become as though you had not been circumcised. Not been circumcised. Oh, where am I going with this? Circumcised. If circumcised. If those who are not circumcised keep the law's requirements, will they not be regarded as though they were circumcised? The one who is not circumcised physically and yet obeys the law will condemn you, who, even though you have the written code and circumcision, are a lawbreaker. A man is not a Jew if he is only one outwardly, nor circumcision merely outward and physical. No. He is no. A man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. And circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by the written word. So when a man's such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Continue on. Let's go to now chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. Awesome. Okay, so he says, verse 1 of chapter 3, what advantage then is there being a Jew? Or what value is there in circumcision? Okay. What advantage then is there being a Jew? There in being a Jew. What advantage then is there in being a Jew? Okay. What advantage then is there in being a Jew? Is therein. Is therein. Okay, what advantage then is there in being a Jew? Or circumcision? Or what value is there in circumcision? Or what value is there in circumcision? What value is there in circumcision? Or what value is there in circumcision? What advantage then is there in being a Jew? Or even, so advantage and value, okay. Or what value? Okay, so what advantage, what value, okay. Okay. What advantage then is there in being a Jew? Or what value is there in circumcision? Okay. So advantage and then. So what advantage then is there in being a Jew, or what value is there in circumcision? Okay, so I'm going to go back up one. It's kind of weird, but oh crap, I completely forgot it already. Let's see here. A man is not a Jew if he is only one outwardly. He is only one outwardly, nor is what is it? Nor is circumcision merely physical, outward and physical. No. A man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. And merely inwardly. And circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by the written word. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Okay, chapter 3, verse 1. What advantage then is there in being a Jew, or what value is there in circumcision? Yes, okay. Okay, let's continue on. Much in every way. Okay, this is verse 2. Much in every way. Much in every way. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very words of God. Okay, so verse 2. Much in every way. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very word of God. Very words of God. Okay, much in every way. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very words of God. Okay, I'm going to go up by one. So chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. What advantage then is there in being a Jew? Or what value is there in circumcision? Much in every way. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very words of God. Okay. Going up by actually 2. So I think it's a little better if I remember. So this is verse 28 to chapter 3, verse 2. A man is not a Jew if he is only one outwardly, nor is circumcision merely outward and physical. No. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. A man is a Jew if he's one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart. And circumcision of the heart, a circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by not not by the written code. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. What advantage then is there in being a Jew? Or what value is there in circumcision? I'm not sure if this is there. Much in every way. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very words of God. Let's see. No, a man is a Jew. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by the written code. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. What advantage then is there in being a Jew? Or what value is there? Yeah, okay, so is there, that's fine. Or what value is there in circumcision? Which in every way. First of all, they have been trusted with the very words of God. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm going to try. So chapter 2, verse 1 to chapter 3, verse 2. All right. Okay, let's try this. You therefore have no excuse. You pass judgment on someone else, for at whatever point you judge the other, you are condemning yourself, because you pass judgment do the same things. Now we know God's judgment against those who do such things is based on truth. So when you, a mere man, pass judgment on them, and yet do the same things, do you think you will escape God's judgment? You show contempt for the riches of His kindness, tolerance, patience, not realizing that God's kindness leads you to repentance. But because your stubbornness and unrepentant heart, you're storing up wrath against yourself for the day of God's wrath, when His righteous judgment will be revealed. God will give each person according to what he has done. To those who by persistence doing good seek glory, honor, and immortality, He will give eternal life. But for those who are self-seeking, who reject the truth and follow evil, there will be wrath and anger. There will be trouble and distress for everyone who does evil, first for the Jew, then for the Gentile. But glory, honor, and peace for everyone who does good, first for the Jew, then for the Gentile. For God does not show favoritism. All who sin apart from the law will also perish apart from the law. All who sin under law will be judged by the law. For it is not those who hear the law who are righteous in God's sight, but those who obey the law who will be declared righteous. Indeed, when Gentiles who do not have the law do by nature things required of the law, they are a law for themselves, even though they do not have law, since they show that the requirements of the law are written on their hearts. Their consciences also bearing witness, and their thoughts now accusing, now even defending them. This will take place on the day when God will judge men's secrets through Jesus Christ, as my gospel declares. Now you, if you call yourself a Jew, if you rely on the law and brag about your relationship to God, if you if you know His will and approve of what is superior because you are instructed by a law, if you are convinced that you are a light for those, if you are convinced that you are a guide for the blind, a light for those in the dark, an instructor of the foolish, a teacher of infants, because you have in the law the embodiment of knowledge and truth, you then, who teach others, do you not teach yourself? You who preach against stealing, do you steal? You who say that people should not commit adultery, do you commit adultery? You who abhor idols, do you rob temples? You who brag about the law, do you dishonor God's name by breaking the law? As it is written, God's name is blasphemed among the Gentiles because of you. A man is not a Jew. A man is not a Jew. A man is not a Jew if he is only one outwardly, nor is circumcision merely outward and physical. No, a man is a Jew if he is one inwardly. And circumcision is circumcision of the heart by the Spirit, not by the written word, not by the written code. Such a man's praise. Such a man's praise is not from men, but from God. Okay, chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. What advantage then is there in being a Jew, or circumcision, or what value is there in circumcision? Much in every way. Much in every way? Much in every way? Much in every... Much in many things? I have to review that. Much in something. Much in every way, I think. I'm going to go with that right now. It doesn't sound right. Then first of all, they have been instructed. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very words of God. Whew. I have to check that. But I think that's pretty much it. I caught it, most of it. But I'm going to have to review again. What is it? Much? Yeah, it is much in every way. This just sounds weird, though. What advantages, then, is there in being a Jew, or what value is there in circumcision? Much in every way. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very words of God. Okay, cool. So, this is very, very cool. I have memorized over chapter 1, chapter 2, and now we're starting chapter 3. This is fantastic. And I'll see you then, guys, tomorrow.